This is clearly a probability question. The most important thing to worry about with probability is that you get the right denominator for your fraction. So we're going to have for any probability situation, we have on the top, the numerator, the number of outcomes that we want, and then on the bottom is the total possible outcomes. But sometimes when these questions get hard, they restrict the denominator. They restrict the number of outcomes that are possible by kind of limiting us to certain columns and rows in these kinds of charts. Now, it is number 5 in the first module, so I'm not expecting anything too complicated here, but we got to make sure for any time we have probability, we are reading the instructions really, really carefully. So let's do that. The table gives the distribution of votes for a new school mascot and grade level for 80 students. If one of these students is selected at random, so one of the students, that's all the students, so that's all 80 of them. What is the probability of selecting a student whose vote for new mascot was for a lion? So that means we're getting all the lion people. So not just the 6th, 7th, or 8th graders, all of them total is 20 over 80. Now, is that an answer? No, but that's okay. We can reduce it, right? You can put it in the calculator and just turn it into a decimal, but 20 over 80 is the same as 2 over 4, 2 over 8, which I'm getting ahead of myself, is 1 over 4. So there you go. That's it. So this does not have a twist. Let me be very clear. This question does not have any sort of twist. It is about as straightforward as they come. The denominator, the total number of possible outcomes, is the total number of possible outcomes that you would just intuitively say for the entire thing, right? 80 students. But if this were question 15, I would bet that that's not going to be as straightforward. You're going to have to do something else. There's going to be some sort of restriction. So pay attention to where you are, no matter what kind of the question it is on the SAT. As you move through the math section, it's going to get harder. But certainly with probability, we know the twist. They're going to mess with the denominator. They're going to mess with the bottom. They're going to tell you to focus just on 7th graders or just on people who voted for the tiger, right? So they're going to restrict it in some way, even though they're giving you the whole chart. So that's why whenever there's probability, make sure you read it carefully, because that's all this is about, is following instructions.